Hi everybody, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. I am excited to bring to you today a new Natasha Denona palette that when I first saw it, I was kind of like, I don't know about this color story. But once I saw people actually make looks with this palette, that's when I knew I needed to get it. So I bought it on the Sephora sale, of course. You can see I've already played with it. I've created a look that was pretty, I called it Circo Loco. What did I call it? It was like Circo Loco, but make it Cirque du Soleil. Cirque du Soleil. So I have seen many Cirque du Soleil shows. I certainly can't speak French, so apologies to anybody who actually can speak French, because I'm probably butchering that, but I've seen many of the shows in Vegas. They are fantastic. That's kind of what the inspiration was that I drew on for that look. But for this look, I wanted to bring you another one of the kind of let's test what Natasha Denona's tutorial are doing here, if this tutorial actually will look good. And I picked one that should be a bit more wearable. It's all just like the pink colors within this palette. So you would hope that that actually looks decent on people. She really didn't have super creative looks up on her YouTube, or I probably would have tried one of those. But I wanted to go with the pinks today. I do have to say, for the palette itself, when playing with it, these do feel like some of the most buttery and smooth shimmers that I have seen from Natasha Denona. Similarly, I guess the bronze, all of them have the super nice shimmers, but these just have the pigment where you're just kind of like blown away by how amazing the pigment is. I feel like I may also sound slightly a bit more nasal. They did just come out of the shower, so apologies if that also is the case, but nonetheless, we are only using 3 shades for this look, so hopefully it won't be too difficult. I am going to, as per usual, always prime up my lids. Now I can throw in some swatches for you just so you have them. Like I said, these are some really pigmented shades. I was really pleased with kind of the vibrancy of all these shades. Was really impressive, at least to me. And I used quite a few of the shades already in the one look that I created, and I enjoyed myself. I thought it was really fun. So, like I said, today we are just focusing on the pinks. Really for the first thing, she has you go into your crease and just add some pink kind of right within here and blend it in a little bit, blend it around here, just going in and adding in some depth of the Joker pink color. Maybe that's what I was feeling more than the shower, where the sneezes, but the Joker color looks kind of not as pink as it does within the photographs that I'm seeing of her model, but whatever, we are obviously going to roll with it. Just grabbing a towel so I can wipe off any of my brushes if need to in the middle of this process. But let's go in and add in that Joker color. Now I kind of feel like I want a little bit smaller of a brush for this. I know she uses a bit fluffier of a brush, but I kind of want to have a bit more control. So I'm going in with a little bit smaller of a brush. I'll always like Natasha Denona's matte formula. I think it's really nice, easy to blend and work with. I may have slight patchiness happening, but that may have been more user error than the shadow. All right, now that I have that all built up, she also goes with kind of a smaller defined, excuse me, frog in the throat. She also goes under and defines some of this portion. Maybe a little more than a third, but not quite a half. She just goes in with the Joker color again and adds in pigment on that lower lash line. Now I might have to redo a little bit of the lower lash line after I do the rest of my face makeup, but it's not really a super complicated look, so I'm not super worried about it. All right, now that we have that, she also goes then and kind of diffuses all of the edges with the cotton candy color, which is truly like a pink cotton candy shade. the color of it. So I'm gonna go around all of these edges here and help diffuse all of them out. This is where I really think you can see the beauty in her shadows. I mean, it's just blends so beautifully together. You can just see how pretty that blend is. She also goes around down along this edge and diffuses out cotton candy, which I think I'm gonna wait for till I put on the rest of my face because it is gonna get all covered up anyway. So I'll kind of get there in a little bit. But I do want to do the lid shade next because that's the one I'm most worried about with fallout, and then I can put the rest of my face on and we can kind of finish it up. But she goes in with a kind of flat packer sort of style brush, but she does damp it. It does say that it is damp, so I'm definitely going to do that. Now this Razzle Dazzle shade that she uses is so stunning. Like when I swatched this one, that was one where I was just blown back in my seat because it is that stunning. She talks about beautiful glitter crystal pigments, blah 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 blah, but I love it. I think it is a stunning shade. So let me dampen my brush and we'll pack that all on the lid. I mean, this I also know gets packed kind of more within the inner corner, but I'm going to wait until I do the rest of my face. But I definitely wanted to pack and get this damp shade all over my lid. I mean, wow. Also, I really have very minimal fallout, so kudos to them for that. Now, what's interesting, I'm seeing I actually must have dampened my brush maybe a bit too much because you can kind of see the line. Hopefully that will all blend out and be fine, but it's kind of interesting. I haven't seen that too much before. But that shade is still stunning. That's still, I think, user error more than anything. But what I'm gonna do is put on the rest of my face, then I'll bring you back in for the lower lash line action. All right, please don't mind the construction that's currently happening. Sorry about that. But I added on, she does a cool toned kind of nude lip. I don't really have anything super cool toned, so I did the best I could with what I got. Not my favorite combo in the world, but you know, we'll run with it. Anyway, next what we need to do is kind of diffuse out this line with cotton candy, and then I'm gonna go back in and add a bit more Razzle Dazzle around that inner corner portion. All right, so we've added in kind of that Razzle Dazzle color in the inner corner portion, which I really like, is really nice and pretty. I kind of re-tapped some on the lid, and it's just such a dazzling pink purpley fuchsia shade. I'm about all of it. And really the last step is she goes in and adds cotton candy to kind of bring the two together down here on the lower lash line. And just kind of brings our two sections together with the light pink, which I think is pretty nice. And it just diffuses out so beautifully. I really do enjoy all of these pink tones together. It's a win. It's definitely a win for this eye look. Now, I'm just gonna pop on some mascara and yeah, we'll close it on out. And all right, here we have it with mascara, and I don't love the lip, I really don't, but I do love the eyes. I think the eyes are so beautiful. And we only use 3 shades, like just magnificent. We used Cotton Candy, Joker, and Razzle Dazzle. That Razzle Dazzle shade is so beautiful because it has kind of like purpley, pink, almost like a tinge blue to it. It's just stunning, and it does definitely, I think, Razzle Dazzle on the lid. I adore how beautiful that shade is. Again, I don't love the lip color, but I was trying to kind of mimic what she had, but I'm probably gonna take it off after this because I just don't think it's cute. But yeah, this is actually one of the more successful ones, I think, in my opinion, just because I really do love how it turned out. Sometimes I'm not a huge fan of how it turned out, but this one was good. I see you, Natasha. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have plenty of other tutorial test videos on Natasha Denona palettes. And yeah, I like it. I like the Circo Loco palette. What can I say? I think it's good. I think it's got beautiful colors and it works well. It really does. All right, everybody, thank you again for being here. I really appreciate it. And wherever you are and whatever you may be doing, I hope you're able to do something you love every single day. All right, guys, see you on the next one. Bye.